sitting on the rock having a good time. Hello, so today's video I hope is exciting. It's a different video, one that I haven't done, but I hope you guys really like it. So today's video is going to be a get to know me. Now, I have some plans, I have some ideas on how I want to do it, so it's just getting to it and hopefully it's good. So I guess the first thing I should say is my name is Teleana-Joe. I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm not going to tell you where. You naughty suckers, you don't get to know, I'm sorry. My birthday is October 9th. I'm born in 1993. For all these young ones, that makes me a millennial, and I'm pretty sure I am 100%. I am a Libra, so that is my zodiac sign, and I'm probably pretty true with that. I'm definitely 100% a Libra for my horoscopes and stuff. Like, you read them and you're like, yeah, that's me. I currently live on the family farm. I'm hoping it'll eventually change. As a matter of when, I don't know. One of my goals is to buy a house. I would love my own space, my own place, and it would actually give me an opportunity to make more and better videos. I'll shut this. I should put my seatbelt on too. But I'm in the middle of nowhere. Nobody will know, you know? Nobody will know. I'm in the country. There's no popery out here. So that's kind of the gist of it. I don't live an exciting life. I don't live an expensive or lavish life. I'm not the type of person to have fancy clothes. Like, if you're here for clothing and stuff, that is not me. I'm not that type of person. I'm not sure what else I really want to say. I've never done one of these before. Currently, I am actually a dietary aide. I work for the hospital, so a dietary aide. I work in the kitchen. I feed the people, I make their desserts, I set up their trays, I wash dishes. I'm an underpaid dishwasher. I don't like it. It is not the job for me. I also I took the course to be a licensed pesticide applicator for agriculture, so it's called an agricultural pesticide applicator. I took that to work for my brother. He's really pushing right now for me to come back to work for him, and I still haven't decided if I really want to. So I have those two. I have not taken a higher education, like I haven't gone to college, but for educational purposes, the closest I probably have to a higher education would be the pesticide applicator. Otherwise, I don't hold any other certificate, just that one. Plans for this channel are mostly vlogs, essentials, things that I use, maybe some favorites, hangouts. I do plan to do routines. Basically, it's just kind of you and me hanging out all the time. I'm not really sure. Well, I have a whole book, so like anytime I have an idea of the books that I want to make, or books, no, of the videos I want to make, I keep it in a book and I write them all down. My problem is with filming, it's not my house, it's not my yard, it's not any of that, so I have to adhere by the people that live there, that being my parents. Yes, I still live at home with my parents. Why? Because let's be honest, the salary of a dietary aide couldn't buy you a house. I literally 100% complete honesty with you. I went in to purchase a house. I had one picked out. It's still available too. And they basically said, sorry, you don't make enough. It's not gonna work. So I didn't get a chance to do it. They said your current wage would not be able to afford a house. So that was kind of ixnayed. I was very sad. I mean, it is still for sale, but I can't afford it. So that's one of my big goals. And I guess goal-wise, we should talk about it. Goals number one is to buy a house. I want my own place. I've already said that. I want my own house. My second goal would probably be, one is to get this one monetized. I really would like to be monetized on YouTube to make a little bit of income to help put it away so that I could eventually buy a house. My third goal is to quit the hospital. So that's where, again, YouTube comes in, because that extra income would really help towards that. So that's why I've been a little bit more, I film just about everything, and then I just kind of decide what I want to post or whatnot. Some of it I don't consider worth posting. So there's that. My other goals would be basically to find a job that I really love and I really like. So that's kind of where I'm sitting. I've already kind of did where I work, so my sources of income right now are currently cans. So that's what these black bags are. So in Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC, you can take in cans and you can make money off them. So that's what I do on the side, is if I see cans, I pick them up and then I eventually take them. Ours is called Sarcan. I think there's piles of different places. I don't know what Alberta's and BC's are called, but I know here in Saskatchewan it's called Sarcan. So that's one of my sources of income. My second one, which is my main and full-time job, is I have my hospital job. My third, possibly, eventually, maybe go back, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And that is the pesticide applicator for my brother. And then the fourth one is my animals, which we will get to in the next clip. So it's a little windy, so you might not hear me. But for this part that I wanted to tell you about, which is the livestock end of it, so I have some of the critters in the back there. I have horses, sheep, goats, and cows. I got a little bit closer. I have a video called Meet My Animals, so you can check them out. But I have paints and quarter horses. I have speckled parks and black Anguses. This one being my black Angus, and that's her heifer calf right there. My goats, I have spotted goats. So there, you can check them out. You can type out moon spots or dappled goats, and that's will bring up what I have. My sheep are also Suffolk, so they have a black head and a white body. Again, you can Google them. I don't think I'm smart enough to put a picture here, but I'll try. So that's kind of the animals I have. Right now I am currently trying to decide if I'm going to sell my goats or keep only a few. So that's a little bit of a spot I'm in, but it'll also help me towards some of my goals. So I'm very heavily considering it. But I hope you check out that video, and I hope it's something that you really like. I'm getting the treats, but here's a fun fact. I love the smell of horses and puppies. So there's two random facts you didn't need to know. But I'm getting treats to feed them, so I'm going to kind of take you with me. We're going to feed some animals. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of hanging out with the animals. It's definitely one of my favorite things to do here on the farm. I love going out, checking them, playing with the babies, scratching the babies. Just overall enjoying my time with them. They're always the funnest when they're little, because they just don't know what you are. But my mares are really good. They let me be in them all the time. Our cows are really quiet, so that's always a real bonus, and it's always really enjoyable. So I guess that can lead us into my hobbies. I have not very many. My hobby list is very small. I love to read. If I had to say, my favorites would be a romance book. I love murder, mystery, and a tiny bit of fantasy. I'm not a huge fantasy reader. Like, it has to tie in with something else, and then I'm usually a really big fan. My second hobby would be horseback riding. I love riding my horses. My one mare, so that's the bay mare, so she's the brown one. She's my main riding horse. Her name is Java. Again, you can check out my Meet My Animals video if you want in-depth information on them. I can always do a better one. I haven't watched that one in a while to see if I need to improve it. I probably do, let's be honest. But I do really love riding my horses. I have 3 trained horses, which is Java, Dolly, and then Chai's kind of started this year. If you haven't watched my other videos, I'm keeping back one foal, and that's Dolly's. So he's that kind of funny brownie black guy. He's really nice. We're kind of leaning towards the name Bazinga because he's got a bunch of sores on him, and he reminds me of Sheldon going Bazinga. So that's what I think we're gonna name him. That, and there's a really cool lady which we're gonna watch here pretty soon. What is her name? Is it Paige Jones? Her mare, I think it's a gelding, is named Bazinga, and that's where I kind of got the name from. So I might call him that. We'll see. My third hobby slash time waster would be, I play video games. I really like video games. It's good hand-eye coordination, and it really passes the time. My top ones are Assassin's Creed. I love Odyssey. I love the graphics. They've done an impeccable job. I really like it. The second one would be Red Dead Redemption. I really like that one. Both the first and the second. The undead isn't really my scene. I'm not really a zombie player. And my third one would be Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I did like Harry Potter, but I like the Hogwarts Legacy better. If I had to pick, that'd be my one. So that's really all my hobbies, kind of. I don't know if you consider it a hobby, but spending time with my dogs, well, my animals in general, is usually a big one. I really enjoy walking my dogs, snuggling with my cats. My cats read my books with me a lot. They just kind of hang out there, kind of on their own, not really on their own free will. So I guess within that, I could tell you that I have 2 cats, 2 dogs. Their names are Ivy and Red. Then my cats are named Ralph and Satan. Satan got his name because he's a little terrorist. Like, he is the demon of all cats. He is a Siamese. He's gray. So I've got a gray and a chocolate. So I think the gray is lavender. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know much about cat colors and the whole combination. Horses, you put me on horses, I can tell you just about anything. Cats, not so much. So his name is Satan. He will swat at you. He will bite you. He will bite your toes. He does not like his toes tickled. He's just a terrorist. It's also really fun because you'll go, "Be gone, demon worshiper!" Oh, sorry, my hands are dirty from scratching the horses, and he'll run away. But my Ivy is a golden retriever. Red is a Australian shepherd. My heart dog is a golden retriever. So here's a fun fact slash little story. So my first ever golden retriever I got when I was 10. I got him for Christmas. His name was Max. He was a Halloween baby, and what's really fun is when he turned 1, I turned 11, so I always knew his birthday. The other reason why I got a golden retriever, so when I was little, I watched Air Bud like it was a religion, and Air Bud was my dream dog, which was a golden retriever, and after that I've had one ever since. My last golden retriever, her name was Flo. So you'll see her in some of the videos, or if you go on TikTok, there's some on there, as well as the shorts here. And she was my last dog. She passed away November 21st of, was it 2021, I think? I'm thinking that's when it was. So unfortunately I did lose her. That's probably the saddest part of owning an animal, but anyways, I need to get out and then I will get on to my next subject, but I gotta close this gate. So vehicle wise, since we're in it, I drive a blacked out edition Dodge Ram 1500 Sport. That's just what I picked. I prefer black over white. That's just so I am. I like my vehicles black. My dream car, even though I'm not a big car person, is blacked out edition Dodge Charger. Otherwise, I'm not really big on cars. That's probably the only car I ever really want to own. So I still have some more video to film, but I have to go check to see if the goats are in. So I thought we would do some of my favorite movies while we drive around out here to see if the goats are in. If anything, we'll have to check that way, but we're gonna check in the back first. So my number one all-time favorite movie is Secretariat. I've always loved Secretariat. It's my number one. My number two would be Sherlock Holmes, and that's with Robert Downey Jr. I absolutely love that movie. I really like mystery movies and even TV shows. I just always have. They're not back here, those dirty buggers. I bet you they're the other way. See, we might get two out. My third one would be Jumanji with Jack Black. So I'm not really a Jack Black fan, and it's not that he's not any good or anything. He's just, I'm not usually a fan of him. But when he plays Bethany on Jumanji, 100% every time. It's one I can let it play forever. Number 4 would be Jungle Cruise. I love Jungle Cruise. I think it's like just all the mystery and and I guess just how they use the ride from Disney that I really like it. And then if I had to pick a number 5, what would be my number 5? Number 5 would be tricky. I love The Hating Game. We could go with that one. Let's go with The Hating Game because it's also a book by Sally Thorne. And I thought they did a really good job. And it's also, then it's a little bit of difference across the board. But I do really like that one. I did movies, Teleana, come on now. If I had to do TV shows, it would have to be a toss-up of a little bit of everything. So like Netflix and TV. So what would be my number 1? Where are these goats? These hooligans are out somewhere. If I had to pick a number 1 TV show, back in the day, now I can't remember when it was made, the whole 9 yards, but there used to be a show called Trial and Error. I loved that one. That one was really good. Netflix. There, he died. Netflix. There's the Dead Boy Detectives. I really like. I like Outer Banks. I like Bridgerton, obviously. Lock and Key was pretty good. Oh, Dodger. I loved Dodger. That would be probably my number 1 pick for Netflix was Dodger. The Artful Dodger, I think is what they called it. Where are these goats? Where are these goats? I can't find the bloody goats. I think that's pretty close to all the shows. I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a little bit of YouTube. had to pick 5 YouTubers, my number 1 is Teleana-Joe. Literally, I feel like if I met her, her and I would be friends. And I don't have a lot of friends. Number 2 would be Teleana-Joe. I think that's how you say her last name. She doesn't post a lot, but when she does, I really like watching them. Number 3 would be probably Rylan Vlog. No, Jenica and Annika. Number 4 would be Rylan's Vlogs. Number 5, I would go with Angie Belmar. She's from Ontario. And then as a bonus one, because I only like certain videos, but it's Shane Dawson. I think it's Shane 2 is what he posts on. I'm not 100% sure. But his conspiracy theories is one of my favorites. But only the conspiracy theories. Otherwise, I'm not a podcaster. I never have been a podcaster lover. It's not for me. Where are those freaking goats? I think we're just gonna drive around so little buggers show up. Unless they're out, which I could see it. I haven't checked on them in an hour and a half. Come out, where are you? I know you're out, but where are you out? They could be in the trees. I didn't go to the very top and look. See? This is one of the reasons why I want to get rid of the little buggers. Because if one's out, they're all out. They could be over here too, which we might have to go for a cruise over there. Give me a minute while I find them. I just tell you, she is toasty right now. We're in the 30s again today. Like, it's just, I'm sorry. Here's a good lead way to that. Weather-wise, I prefer cold weather versus warm weather. Give me minus 15 every day. I can add clothes. Heat, you can't add clothes and you don't want to take them away because nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to see me and my skivvies running around chasing goats. Excuse me, get out of the way. Beep, beep, beep. Excuse me, pardon me. Have you seen the goats? Sheep, have you seen the goats? I'm looking for a bunch of spotted hoodlums. Thank you very much. That's my where are the bloody hoodlums? 1 little, 2 little, 5 little spotted goats. Where are they? They just did like an abracadabra. Watch out, lady. I'll be back if I can find them. Spend more money on fuel looking for these goats than I would trying to go to work. I can't find them. I don't know where they are. I can't find Harry Houdini and his clan of ne'er-do-wells. Where did they go? Come out, wherever you are. Like, where does 80 head of goats disappear to? Oh, you rotten bastards! I think I found them. They're out. Surprise, surprise. Oh, we're getting rough. Oh no, that's the slaughter. Never mind. Didn't find them. Where are these ne'er-do-wells? Where does 80 head of goats just go poof? Like, if somebody took them, good luck. R.I.P. I bet you send them back within the first 20 minutes because they'll find every hole you have in your bloody fence. And you'll never get them to stand. Where are these goddamn goats? Got sheep here, sheep there. If you were an escape artist, where would you go? You only have so many spots, and you can't be found in either. 1 and 2. That's it. Well, 3 if you count that far corner. And in the yard. I didn't check in the yard, but I don't think they're there. Where the hell are these already going? Looks like we're driving over to the hayfield. I think I found them. They're on the other side of the hill behind the house. So I'm gonna have to get Red, and he's gonna help me. Thank God I got a dog. He's not the end all be all greatest herding dog ever. But he gets the job done for us. Because we don't use a herding dog enough that he would be, the top-notch herding dog. But he does enough that he will get the job done. So I gotta go grab him. And we gotta try and get these bloody goats in. The other bad part is he don't listen very well. He said, nah, I'm done. It's quit time. I'm like, listen, you little fucker. You're going to go chase them bloody goats in for me. And then we're done. Trust me, I want to quit after 8 hours too. But we need to chase the goats in. We don't get an option. But what can I tell you for an interesting fact to get to know me? I'm an antisocial hermit. You'll probably hear it in the video past times. I don't really like people. I like to be by myself. What else? I have a notebook with all of it in there that I kind of want to tell you, but I can't think of them. Oh, I know there's one video or something where people are, or maybe it's just on TikTok, where they ask, what would your last meal be if you were on death row? I love lasagna. Lasagna is one of my #1 favorite meals. Or I like chicken, because we eat a lot of beef, and you just get sick and tired of beef after a while. My #1 favorite meat is poultry. I love chicken. What else is there? I live a very unexciting life. I go to work by chasing goats. That's about it. I mean, if we want a lifetime reward here, chasing goats in, I think I've got it down pat. Because I'm telling you, the minute you put my goats in a pen, they're out. They will find a hole. People could be like, oh no, your goats wouldn't get out of my pen. Give them 10 minutes. Give them 10 minutes. They will be out. They scope the area, and then they're out. You want a prison break? Get yourself a goat. They'll find you every bloody hole you could ever find. The ones that you still can't find because they're still out. I love my goats, I do, but man, do they drive me nuts. I spend more time putting them in than I do anything else in the entire day. Half the reason why none of my books get finished reading, because I'm chasing the goats in. I want to write a book too. I've started a pile, but I've never finished one. I would love to be a published author, even if it's self-published. So there's a fun fact. Otherwise, I'm going to pause you for a minute while we get me my little brown dog. I call him the little brown dog and the little bulldog.